Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing well. Today we're going to be making some apple pie. So this is some of the ingredients that you will be needing. I have my apples up in front because of course you're going to need that. You're not going to be able to make it without apples. So you will need some apples, and I chose to get this brand. You're going to need a stick of margarine, maybe 2 sticks, but we're going to start off with a stick. Ground cinnamon, nutmeg, lemon juice, white sugar, brown sugar, and of course your pie crust. So these are all the ingredients that you're going to need to start your apple pie. Let's get started. So I'm going to peel the skin off of the apple, of course. So we got all our apples peeled. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9. So what I'm going to do now, hope I have enough room, is that we're going to start slicing them. Make sure that you get the seed and all of that good stuff out of there. And we're going to take this part right here, and you want to cut that out. The hard part. I'm going to cut it out to get it to look like this. I need a bigger plate, but I'm going to do my best. And then we're going to slice it again. Right? Right? And then we're going to repeat the same thing on this one. And we're going to slice it. And if you want to slice it up smaller than this, you can. I like this size. This is okay for me. But if you want to do it smaller than that, you know what I mean, you could do that. Okay, our apples is all cut up. They nice and clean because you rinse them off real good. And that's our apples cut up, and this is what it looks like. So let's prepare our pot. Let's get that together. So we're putting our apples in a pot. Right? And I'm going to put the ingredients before I start the stove. So first I'm going to put in some cinnamon. Second, I'm going to put in a little bit of nutmeg. Now be careful with the nutmeg because nutmeg is strong, so you don't have to put too much. That's enough nutmeg for me. I'm going to put a whole stick of margarine or butter, whatever one that you choose. I'm going to put a whole stick of it in. I'm going to take some sugar, which is white sugar, and I'm going to put in 1/3 of a cup, but I'm not going to fill it all the way up. I'm gonna do about this much. This is a 1/3 of a cup, but I'm gonna do about this much, and I'm gonna put that in one. Cause the apples is kind of sweet, so you don't want to over sweeten it. And I even think that's enough, so I'm putting back this much. So I think that's enough for me. So, like I said, it's to your liking, but I took like a half, so a little bit under a half of a 1/3 cup. As far as sugar, I think that's enough. You could taste it if you feel as though you want it sweeter. You know what I mean? You could do that as well. So next, I'm going to put some brown sugar in. And I'm going to take that same 1/3 cup. And not a whole, but I'm going to, halfen it up. This much. And then I'm going to sprinkle it in there. Now, I put the whole thing of brown sugar in there. White sugar sometimes could be a little sweet. However, we're going to turn our stove on low. I have an electric stove, so mine's go by numbers. So the number that I'm going to put the stove on is a 4. That's what I'm going to put my stove on. And we're going to let this cook down. So we're going to let this cook down as it heat up. You want to stir it and make sure that it's getting all over. Okay, and just let it cook down. And we're going to put it on a 4. So a 4 I put mine on 4, but if you do have a gas stove, just put it on low. 4 is like low for us that have gas stoves. So I put mine on the 4. If you, like I said, if you have a gas one, just make sure that you put it on low, like low medium, I would say. And we're gonna let this, get up in there, cook up in there. So we're gonna put our lid on so that it could start simmering and cooking down a little, and like I said, as it go on, you can taste it, like, to see what your taste bud is. If you feel like you want a little bit more sugar, if you think it needs a little bit more brown sugar, you can do that, because like I said, it's to your taste bud. And this is our little hat for our lid so it doesn't burn you once it get, hot. So we're going to let this simmer down. So I'm going to take my lid off, and then I'm going to let it continue on cooking and cook down. It looks good. This is how you want it to look. And we're going to let this cook down. So this is what we look. It's simmering. We're going to move our high, which is the temperature of your heat. We're going to move it to 7. Okay, so you see how it's picking up? We're going to move it up to 7. You don't want your apples very mushy, but you do want it to cook, but you kind of want that crunch. So we're going to move it up so it can get a little hot, and you'll notice too, your water is going to start getting thicker after a while. So this is how we moved it up to 7. This is what it looks like. So we're going to turn our eye off and just have our apples sit. This is nice. It's not mushy, but it is cooked. The flavors has cooked in. Sauce is on it. So we're going to turn it off and just let it sit a little bit. Now we're going to drop a couple of lemon drops in our apples, and we're going to stir it while it's sitting. I want you to let it sit just a little bit before you apply it in a pie. Good, right? So we're going to let this sit. So I'm going to put some butter in my pan, and I'm just going to, smooth it out all around, on the side, around it, all around. And you could take butter, margarine, whatever, you like. Put it all around. So we let our apples sit a little bit, and you do that because I want the lemon to soak in, and then I want the sauce to semi-thicken up. So this is what my crust looks like. So I'm just going to put my apples on top of my crust. So I have my apples in. So now we got our apples in our pan. So we're going to do the second part and put the topping on. I'm saying second, second part of the crust, I should say. And we're going to set the crust right on top of it. And we crease it in. And then we put it into the oven for 350 again. And just let it brown and brown it. Okay. So this is how I make it around. Okay. Let's put it in the oven. I'm setting my stove for 350. We're going to put a slit. Another slit, another slit, and another slit. Now I could be a little off the way I did these slits, but I want to do that because I want some air to get into the pie. So I could be a little bit off, so bear with me. But I did that because I want, you know, like I said, the pie to be able to cook. I did the best I could. To me is why. That's why you want to put the slits in. So the juice has somewhere to go. Okay. Did the best I could to try to make a little design out of it. That looks better, right? Okay. So we took it out the oven. It is nice and brown and done. So before we cut or anything, you have to let it cool down. Okay, so we're going to let it sit for like maybe an hour and a half just so it can completely cool down. This is my apple pie. Look at that. Crust, apples. This is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, you guys. Thanks again. See you next time. Bye-bye.